So I touched a little bit about the budgeting, finding the right country, finding the right university based on your budget. But Chantel, you didn't touch like how to actually afford studying abroad. So I will just go quickly into this. Welcome to Studying Abroad with Chantel. So, as Caribbean students, exchange rates are a real thing, especially when our dollar is not strong compared to the country where you want to go with. One thing I would recommend is trying to apply to certain programs. Like, for example, the US offers a program called a J1 program, which gives students opportunities to work during the summer. And this is a great tool because the US dollar is stronger than some currencies in the Caribbean. And with this program, maybe you'll be able to save to put towards your dream of studying abroad. The other options are, of course, as you know, scholarships and financial support. There are a lot of scholarships out there actually. Your government may offer scholarships if you want to study in a specific field or in a specific country. And also, the country where you're going to may offer scholarships just because of where you're coming from. Like some countries offer scholarships to students who are from like Latin America and the Caribbean, or if you want to study a certain field. For example, in Europe, you have scholarships called the Erasmus scholarships, which is available to even Caribbean students because I've known personally known two people who've gone through and got accepted to be able to study in Europe in four different countries on a full scholarship with their tuition paid, their accommodation paid, and I believe their flight paid as well. And also, they are getting money each month to cover their living expenses. So it's literally like a full scholarship. So these are just things to consider, to research when you're moving abroad, like different scholarships that are available. So, with that said, moving abroad is not just about scholarships, tuition, and these things, it's also about living costs. It's important to think about the living costs when moving abroad. Living abroad is more than just tuition. You have to think about things like rent. How much is the average rent in the city you want to study in? You also need a budget for food, for transportation, for insurance, for everyday expenses, and housing, which is the largest recurring cost that you will have as a student when you move abroad. So these are things that you have to consider as well. Okay, so you've gone through all of that in your mind or maybe literally, and you're ready to actually prepare to move abroad. What to pack? I would personally say that packing for me is super difficult. I hate packing, but I've learned that when I'm packing for a long term travel, like studying abroad, I like to just pack for 3 months, and it really depends on the country that you're traveling to, of course. So, if most of the Caribbean is warm, so if you're moving to like a place like Florida in the USA, like you can sort of pack more or less the same things that you were wearing back home. And if you're going to move to a country that has different seasons, then my little hack is that I pack for 3 months circa, but in a minimalistic way. So like I think about packing 1 month of summer clothes, 1 month of proper winter clothes, and then 1 month that I split into, so 2 weeks of fall and 2 weeks of spring clothes. And then I usually have enough for, let's say the program is 3-4 years. I usually have enough, and also you will always buy clothes. You are going to buy clothes. And especially if you're Caribbean, like we gonna buy clothes, you're gonna buy clothes, so you don't need to overpack. You can keep it minimal as possible and just pack for just a few months, a couple months. And certain things I would say it's also important to pack like stuff for your hair if you're moving to a country and the population is not predominantly like with your hair type. You have to pack your hair products. My husband is from Austria, and when we go there to get stuff for my hair, it's so difficult. Like just basic stuff for my hair is almost impossible. Here in Portugal, it's so much easier for me to find stuff for my hair because you have a lot of black people here. And yeah, probably that's the reason. Or you have local Portuguese with like curly hair too. So yeah, it's easier for me to find my stuff here, like super easy in Portugal actually. I would also recommend packing seasonings. I miss my Caribbean seasoning. Like I did a video like things I no longer do anymore since I left Jamaica. And yeah, one of the things is I don't even use that many seasonings anymore because I don't got them. I don't got them. So if you can bring some seasonings, then definitely bring some seasonings at least for your first month. The other thing I recommend packing is like just basic important documents. Of course, your passport, like you already would need a valid passport to do your visa, right? So, but your birth certificate, your immunization card. Like recently, I went to the doctor and she asked me to provide like my immunization card. And I was born in the 90s, so I don't know how it is now, but in Jamaica, like my immunization card is handwritten and it's so old. But when I was moving to study in Portugal, like I just had the thought, bring your immunization card. And after a few years, I actually needed. So it's good to like just bring your basic documents and just your important documents. You may not need it now, but just bring a documents folder, and that's what I did. Only time I've needed a document from Jamaica is like my police record, which that's only valid for a year, and also a new birth certificate, just because I needed to do something in Portugal and they require the birth certificate to be issued within 90 days of when I wanted to submit it. Aside from that, I've never been in a situation where it's like, oh my goodness, I wish I brought that. So try to bring your basic stuff, because from the Caribbean to Europe, or if you're gonna study US, it's a little bit easier, US and Canada. But when you're this side, like UK, maybe UK is easier because you have a lot of Caribbean people, but like Europe, things start to get teuer, the word in German for expensive, when you need to keep mailing things back and forth and getting things apostilled. I hope I'm pronouncing that word well. And pro tip, if you think you're going to need a document within the next few weeks of moving to your destination country, try to get it apostilled. So research the Hague Convention, which is something some countries signed many moons ago. And yeah, because like recently I had to do something like the police record, as I said, and I need to get it apostilled. And then I had two options, like send it to the closest consulate that does that in Europe, which is in Brussels, or like having it done in Jamaica. Having it done in Jamaica is just much easier and much faster. So just think about things like that. Like your situation can be completely different, but I'm just telling you things that I wish someone told me. The next thing is to like prepare yourself financially, like in terms of getting good banking apps that will work properly and work well when you're moving abroad. It's story time.
Yay!
When I just moved to study in Portugal, I ended up losing a lot of money because of bank fees, because I was using my Jamaican card at the ATM and they were taking exchange rate fees from Jamaica, and then like the ATM was taking their fees.
So everybody was taking from me. Everybody was taking fees.
I would recommend, if your bank does international banking a lot, maybe you can get a card that's specific for international banking, or you can get sign up with banking entities or financial entities like Wise or Revolut. And yeah, Wise and Revolut, PayPal is very easy. And I will put the link to my referral code or referral link, whatever it is, my referral link in description. So you can click that and try to sign up, because I would highly recommend you sort that out, because if not, you may end up losing a lot of money because of the exchange rates, the taxes, the transfers, like just everything. Just everything. The next thing you need to prepare is the mental preparation. The mental preparation. You're gonna be leaving your family and things that, like, everything that's basically familiar to you, and it takes time to adjust and for that to feel normal. Saying goodbye is not easy, but it's part of the journey of moving abroad study. So this is how I'm gonna end this video. Thank you for watching. I really tried my best to provide valuable information for you that I believe would be helpful, and that I wish someone told me, I wish a Chantel was there to make a video like this. So studying abroad, it can feel confusing, it can feel frustrating, it can feel overwhelming, especially as a Caribbean student. But when you understand the process, when you understand that properly, and when you go through the stages thinking, is this even right for me? Am I ready? Do I need to tidy up some things, tie some knots, dot some T's and I's before I leave? This will help you to become much more prepared for your studies abroad, and your studies abroad will also become a little bit more manageable. Not even a little bit, a little lot more manageable when you prepare before you go. So yeah, if you found this video helpful, please subscribe, please share, please comment your thoughts, questions, because I will be making more videos like this for that student who just needs some advice on moving abroad and studying abroad. So the videos are not gonna always be like this. I may just sometimes share my thoughts in a super casual way, like my video of things I stopped doing when I left Jamaica, stuff like that. But one thing I really try is, as I've said before, like, I try to just give relatable, valuable information on my channel, on this little part, of the internet. I try to just be authentic as possible. So yeah, if this is interesting for you, definitely stick around. Yeah, I want to hear maybe some ideas of questions you'd like me to answer for you. Maybe I will go on a live Q&A just to answer questions for students who want to move abroad. Or maybe I can just make more videos about this, and you comment below videos that you want to see me publish on this channel. What else do I want to say to you before I close out? Yeah, so I started a Facebook group for students who want to move to Portugal. So if you want to join that, you will find the link somewhere in my description. And if I forgot to put it in my description, you will find it like in my about section or in some other video, but I will really try to remember to put it in the description. And I'm also working on a much bigger resource for students interested in moving abroad. So if you are interested in that, then comment below waitlist, and I can actually put together a waitlist and send you a notification when I've finished creating this for students who are interested in moving abroad. So thank you for watching this video. This is Chantel signing out, by the way. Thank you for your time. Bye.